Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to what's gonna be the next game that I play through on this channel. I was trying to choose a game that I don't know that well, and while I've played Darkest Dungeon a lot and I enjoy it a lot, I've never gotten through the full game. I've never even really gotten through the first few level ups of my characters. So I thought this would be a good thing that I'm not too knowledgeable on. I'm gonna play without all of the DLCs for this first playthrough that I do of it, just because, like I said, I've never finished the game, so I thought it'd be nice to do a full playthrough of just the base game before I do anything else beyond that. I did already do some recordings of this game with two of my buddies, but those ended up being unusable data. Let's just say that. And that's not what I meant to name my estate. I was gonna name it something else, but I guess I'll just leave it like this. Yeah, but I made like 5 recordings of this already, 5 episodes, but they were not very good. I mean, they were plenty interesting, I'd say.
Brigands have run
but the thing, I mean, we just said too much, said too many things, and I tried editing it, and after like an hour or two, I couldn't figure out how to take audio out and then put audio in that empty space. I can only figure out how to take the audio out and like just cut that section without being able to insert something in that empty space. And then I couldn't. What else couldn't I figure out? When I tried to just get rid of all the audio and just do a voice recording over, I spent 40 minutes doing a whole entire voice recording for one of the episodes, and then I realized, first of all, the game audio is gone. And then I was still fucking with some of the settings while I was talking, and it didn't record most of what I had said. So at that point I gave up and just got rid of all of the episodes and said, you know what, just gonna redo it. Just gonna redo it all. It'll be fine.
Leave nothing unchecked.
It's not like I don't enjoy the game, so it's not like it's gonna be annoying going through everything again. I did like explain everything that kind of goes on in this game, but I don't know how much I really want to describe it again, especially since most people should get the gist of it just watching me play. I described when I first played it, the first episodes that I made, that normally in the first few dungeons that I do, I'll bring my torch level all the way down just for that extra loot, because the first few levels are really easy, and even the first dungeon is, unless things go horribly wrong, is usually a gimme. So I typically, just dump that torch all the way down and then just collect that free easy loot. This time I didn't do that because I wasn't thinking that much about what I was doing. He should die if I do a grape shot, just from the bleed. And this guy, what does grape shot do? Crit receive chance. Oh, it extends their chance to get crit. Okay, that is something I did not know. There we go. And since he bled out, he didn't leave a body. So that guy moves to the front, and nice crit. This run's already gonna be luckier than the one I had. I'm just gonna fuck with it. Oh no, blighted. Anyways, the run I had, Dismas died in the first dungeon, and I ended up getting to the first boss of the ruins, I believe. Oh, that's not what you want to see, the yips. And another kleptomaniac, 2 kleptomaniacs on my team. That's great. If you guys don't know what that means, you're able to have 5 good traits and 5 bad traits. And after the end of each mission or each dungeon, your characters have a chance of picking up either a good trait or a bad trait. All of them start with something, but your first two always start with the same things: God-fearing and kleptomaniac for Reynold, and known cheat for Dismas. But he just picked up kleptomaniac, which means he has a chance that when there's items or curios that you could pick up yourself and gather to add to your wealth, they could instead steal it before you.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools,
The stagecoach
corpses.
helps
All will
you
find their way to
pick up
us now that the
extra
road is
units.
clear.
It doesn't really matter if your units die, but I did want to try to keep my units alive. Or these two, Reynold and Dismas, because there's a achievement that you can get if you get to the end of the game with those two still living.
Of my failings.
I guess it's good that I was forced to restart then, because now I have a living Dismas.
Awaiting merciful oblivion.
Other than that, there's the stress mechanic
Your
that
work begins.
if they reach 100%, they can be virtuous or they can be something. I forgot what it's called. I'm not 100% sure what it's called again, but you know, just the opposite of virtuous. And I mean, my last run, I was just getting dicked down by fights. I was getting absolutely mobbed
The cost of
by
preparedness,
enemies.
measured now in gold,
There was no end to them.
later in blood.
I think that's, if I remember the first level correctly, that's really all I need to grab for the curios. I'm gonna try and get some loot out of this, so I am gonna go dark.
And now, the
I probably won't
darkness
stay
holds
dark the
dominion.
whole entire game,
Black as death.
but yeah, for these first few dungeons, I just really am hoping for some extra cash. And I think like the third or fourth dungeon I did on the other playthrough, I got a fight in every single hallway and every single room, and then
Another one
the
falls.
only saving grace was that three of my units hit
Back to the pit.
the 100 stress point, which is this bar down here, the little white and black bar, and every single one of them hit virtuous. I didn't get a single virtuous after that, but those first three on that dungeon just they probably would have wiped if that didn't happen. I kind of never, I mean, it would be nice if she was moving before everybody else, but it would also be nice that she'd be able to heal every single round rather than being stunned.
Even the cold stone
I think
seems
going
bent
dark
on
also,
preventing
yeah,
passage.
it increases your stress, so I mean, it'll kind of screw with me if by the end of this all of my dudes are stressed, because I have to use typically like 2 or 3 of them in the next dungeon. So if they're all stressed, I don't think that helped, but I was gonna say nice that I put that charm on her, but yeah, that charm did not attribute to her resisting. That was just good old RNG. RNGesus. If Reynold had actually hit that dude who's about to hit me, he'd be dead, and we wouldn't have had 3 attacks. My character started out with some pretty decent stuff. Her loadout's kind of bad because I'm never going to put her in the front or even in second place. So 3 of her skills are useless, but she starts with the single target heal. And that's always super useful because at level 1,
Death,
heal 4 to 5, so
unforgiving.
that's ridiculously good. That's basically all the damage most of these guys are going to be taking in one hit. And hopefully,
Their
yep,
formation is broken.
bopped them in one go.
Maintain the offensive.
This is already going way better than the first run through I did. Typically, the reason I've never finished this game is because I get attached to my mobs pretty easily, and when they die I get like upset. Oh my god, he's stealing from me.
A fortune
Great.
waiting to be spent.
Great. Yeah, I get attached to them, and then when characters I've been using a lot die, I kind of just like give up. I'm not going to do that now. I mean, I would say evidenced by my last go at this, but you guys didn't get to see that I had plenty of characters dying that I had to just power through because of. I'm actually going to do that because it increases crits received chance. I need to pay attention to more of the debuff shit in this game. I never realized Grape Shot did that. I always thought of it kind of useless because, I mean, it does decent damage and I'll always have it in Dismas's rotation, but I never realized the crit chance that it gave. I wish the Plague Doctor was faster. She would be dead, I believe. Yeah, she'd be dead if the Plague Doctor had been able to move faster. I'm gonna blight that dude. And then I'm gonna... I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, God. I thought that it would be nice for Dismas to hit the Plagues Boy and then he'd die next round. But now he's not going to die. And he's probably going to get a hit before any of my characters can kill him. Yep. The other two are going to die whenever they move, so I'm just going to focus the Skeleton.
Continue the onslaught.
And now it doesn't matter if they move before me because they're blighted still. So I'll just heal up my crew, make sure they're at least decent for the next fight.
On its own.
And because we're doing alright, I'll probably full clear rather than skipping out on the little shrine thing over here. The room battle with Curio. Normally I'll skip up. Ugh, I wish. I mean, if I had the lights on, we probably would have scouted that. But we have the reduced chance, so it's not always gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna go down. Oh, what's her? I forgot what effects. I should be able to. Oh, here, trap 10%, 50%. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say maybe I'll try and get her to disarm the trap so that her stress goes down a little bit, but she is not even close to being able to do that reliably, and never will. Dismas or any highwayman that I use is always gonna be the go-to. These bow guys are really the only thing that I'm gonna care about. These other two, they do decent damage, but not that much. But the bow dudes do as much damage as Dismas and Reynold. I need to get through these first two dungeons because once I do, Reynold will start hitting like a truck. It just won't even be funny. But for now, I mean, the Highwayman's always going to hit harder than him, but for how tanky Reynold is, the Knights hit way harder than they probably should. Please blight. Thank you.
A death by inches.
Hopefully, yep, he moves first so I can kill that dude. And that dude's going to die on the next move. I should have healed the healer. Reynold still has decent health. And I guess just I moved too fast.
Slowly,
I screwed myself.
gently. This is how a life is.
Well, because she's super stressed, I'll use the holy water for her, and that should bring it down and heal her. Thankies from Mix Spankies. If I was feeling extra adventurous, I'd go down this hallway to grab the curio and then go all the way back around. But screw that. I'm starting to hit a little bit of bad luck, and I don't want to kill my people. Now this is a very small chance that Reynold does not steal from you. But typically, to show off the negative quirks, Reynold will almost always take that bag. Oh, he doesn't do it. Cool. Maybe because Dismas gained kleptomancy and he stole from us already, so the game decided, we'll let you slide on this one. And because I've explored that extra room, I technically don't need to go to the last one. But there's a not a boss fight, there's a fight there, which should give me a little bit extra gold and stuff. And there's also a heirloom chest, I believe. Yep, heirloom chest. Oh sweet, they got surprised, which is really nice because they don't even have a high chance of that happening. They have actually an extremely high chance of us getting surprised. Hopefully Reynold will crit? No, but he'll do damage because he has smite.
From our lands.
I believe that's what that... I'll check when his turn comes around. I think I'm gonna have to wait. I mean, not waste, but I think I'm gonna have to shoot. Oh, I won't even need to poison him. Cool.
Confidence surges as the enemy
I was thinking I'd need to put a second douse of poison on him. But he took that bullet. Like, I was gonna say like a champ, but that doesn't make sense. He took that bullet like a fucking pussy. That shit busted his brittle ass bones. Dusted his ass. Normally, I'm gonna be trying. I mean, I want these videos to be kind of short so they're easy to upload. I was gonna say I'll try to do 1 or 2 dungeons, but most of the time, 1 dungeon will probably take me about 20 minutes. So yeah, each episode will take probably a dungeon, which will make this series take forever, but that's kind of how I want to run it. And that's what I'll do for now, until I decide upon a different thing. This is useless because she doesn't have any melee skills. Another yips, which is really going to start screwing us over. So that's kind of good compared to what he got. It kind of goes hand in hand. I think the Plague Doctor might have healing skills in camp, so that could be good. And that's bad because we'll be going through the runes a lot, and the unholy frequent the runes. Ruins. I should stress that word a little bit better. Ruins.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my
because
failings.
I upgraded the stagecoach because I had the stuff to upgrade it. We get 3 people inside the stagecoach after every dungeon, and then I'm gonna upgrade it one more time. Because it's always nice to just have 4 characters in there.
The mud and rain.
I don't know if I'm gonna use the abomination, but I'll grab him for now.
Exclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
And Reynold doesn't really need to be fast, and this cloak will fuck it anyway, so I'll give him that. And I'm not gonna be... I might want to use the abomination, actually. I was gonna say I'm not going to use it.
Curtained rooms promise solace
But
to the weary and broken alike.
Reynold's kind of stressed, so
The cobwebs
I
have
might
been
use
dusted, the pews
her.
set straight.
She doesn't really
calls to the
have
faithful.
good skills for frontlining. I'd like to have Iron Swan and probably Adrenaline Rush, but these are good enough for now. Let me take a look at this boy. He's usually good in a very in a team composition where you have a lot of targets, I believe is what it's, or marks. So Bounty Hunter, this dude, and then I believe the Battle Master or whatever it's called, the gruff looking dude with the shield, are the kind of go together. They kind of mesh well. And he has his skill that mark. Does he have a skill that does extra damage when they're marked, or does he just have the ability to mark? I mean, he debuffs them, so but he doesn't specifically get. Oh no, yeah, he does plus 60% damage versus marked. Okay, yeah. So he's actually rocking with some pretty decent skills. So maybe I'll use him in this lady and swap out Dismas and Reynold for now. But yeah, that'll be that episode. Like and subscribe, I guess, if you guys did. And see you guys.